What's up, adventurers? Today I'm going to start you here in Durango, Colorado. And I got a cool neon sign here behind me I'm going to tell you a little bit about. And who knows what else on our way to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Let's go adventuring. So this guy is a 50-foot tall Native American. Now, he's got a little bit of a history behind him. Sit back, sip some coffee. Let me tell you a little bit about it. In 1948, he was built here in Durango to advertise the Chief Diner, a train-themed diner that was in operation from 1948 to 1981. 1981, it was torn down, but the sign was kept, and a local businessman bought the sign and moved it here to the Towatan Art Gallery. Towatan is indigenous for no water, and he took an appropriated sign that was once, I don't think it was neon, I don't think it has any neon in it, but he took it, put a Pepsi can in his hand, and it used to advertise a gallery. And now, after he passed, they've continued that tradition, and it's now advertising a gallery that sells indigenous people's jewelry, rugs, and things like that. So it's taken an appropriated thing and made it a little more appropriate. So this was on my list of things to see, and he is super cool, super vintage, and I like him a lot. Now it's time to head to Route 66 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. What's up, adventurers? And here we are in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I am showing you the giant red arrow. It's got a little history behind it. In 1961, it was placed there as the Arrowhead Shopping Center, and at one point it actually had neon on the top and bottom. It was made using the pole of a telephone pole and some metal. The owners actually fought to keep it up and give it landmark status so it never gets removed. Currently, it used to house a Whole Foods, but the Whole Foods, as you see, has moved over across the street. So it's fenced off, but no matter what they do there, it will never get torn down since it has landmark status. But they eventually had to remove the neon because it just became too expensive to repair. But it's right near Route 66 here in Albuquerque, and it does remind me a lot of the Twin Arrows out in Two Guns in Arizona. Anyways, if you're in the Albuquerque area and see it, that's the history behind it. Now it's time for some more Route 66 Albuquerque history. This was actually constructed in 1933 as Albuquerque's first motor court, and it delivered. Next up is the El Don Motel, and this was built in the 1950s and is currently being restored back to a boutique hotel and is still around. Opened in 1946 as David Court and renamed Monterey Court, is the one of the more restored boutique style motels on Route 66. For the longest time, it was AAA's oldest Albuquerque motel, approved. The Zia Motor Lodge featured open carports and opened in 1938 and closed in 2002. And unfortunately, in 2003, it burned down from a fire. The sign still survives. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Was that everything from Albuquerque? No, that was just some of the spots I saw and found to be most interesting. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys on the next Adventuring with Chris. And happy 100th to Route 66.